Before this video starts, I put out a video on Monday called Never Give Up, a motivational video to help you not give up, just like Saitama. So go watch that after or before you watch this video about the 1 punch, if you know what's good for you. 1 punch! Hey everyone, welcome to my One Punch Man recap series. You guys asked for it. I'm giving it to you. If you like it, give me a thumbs up down below and tell your friends. In these recaps, I just recap the episode and then I give you my my review of it, I guess. And then that's pretty much all we do. It's fun. So let's get to this recap right away. Episode 6, The Terrifying City. I'm in the city. City of love. Alright, and there's no love in the city. So we open up to Genos and Saitama hanging out in their apartment. Saitama recently let Genos move in, and they're kind of going over their whole training, regimen and everything. And Genos is taking out notes, doing little doodles. He's like, Master, I must get strong like you. I've been just writing all the things you taught me. And goes, but what else do you have to tell me? What else do you got for me, my man? And Saitama's like, I don't know. I'm not a real master. But he says it to himself. He's in his head thinking, he's like, man, I don't want to rip this guy off, but I just got strong. That's all I did. I don't know what to teach you. But he goes, I'll just make up some stuff just to get you out of my hair for a little bit. So he tells him to go and train his mind. He goes, all right, you got to train your mind, man. You got to do it in here to get it all through here, and he makes complete sense, I guess, to Genos. So it is what it is. But Genos also imparts some knowledge on Saitama by being like, yo, my man, you gotta do this thing for me though. You need to go and continue your heroics, because if you don't, you're going to lose your ranking. And Saitama's like, what? I wasn't paying attention, I was picking my nose watching TV. So he decides to go out and find himself some adventure. Find himself some heroics to do. So he goes run around the city making a weird face like this. Just making faces, running around. He does it for 2 days. By the second day, he gets, what's the word? He gets encountered. He has an encounter by a little girl, and the little girl's like, that's the scary man is running around scaring all the people. And she's with another hero by the name of Tank Top Tiger, this big muscly guy walking around in a tank top and tiger hair and whatnot. And he's like, you're scaring the people. I gotta fight you. Because the thing is, all the other Class C heroes are also in the same predicament. They have to continue to do heroics throughout the week. They can't do anything big. They have to do like robberies and like basically domestic events and like small things. So here we are. So finally Tiger has found himself an assailant. That assailant is Saitama, but then Saitama's like, yo, I'm also a hero. Get off my back, my man. Get off my back. I'm just like you. And he goes, well, let's just fight anyway to make me look good, because he's a popular hero because they rank you not only in your, I guess, your abilities, but also in how, like, good looking you are and how the world or the people in the populace see you. So, cool. So, they get ready to go and do their thing, but then they get interrupted by a shuriken, or ninja star, if you will, and that shuriken belongs to none other than our friend and father, not really father, I don't know why I said that, but our friend Sonic. Sonic Heroes. Not really. I like Sonic Heroes. That was a really good game. But anyway, so Sonic, he's back. He wants to fight Saitama again. He reminds me a lot of Vegeta just because he's so obsessed with his rivalry and like winning and being #1. He's not really a villain to me, but he's just like really, really obsessed with Saitama. But it's kind of cool because I like the way these fights go down. So anyway, so he attacks, and immediately Tiger goes into action like, I gotta get rid of this guy, but he gets taken down quickly by Sonic because he's too fast and too badass, if you will. So now they have this thing where Tiger is down, and everyone's like, oh no, he's down, what are we gonna do? Well, Saitama here is gonna do his thing, and of course he does his thing, gets rid of him, but he doesn't kill him. He doesn't one punch him. But he holds back. He holds back on his powers. He's like, yo, I don't want to kill you, my man, but I need you to chill out. Ka-ting! So he's in the ground, and that's what the big disturbance was. So now the association's been alerted that there's stuff going down, and so they send out some heroes to go and investigate, and the heroes, these are S-class heroes walking around investigating, and they're looking around. There's they're two guys. They're not really anything special. You have a swordsman, and you have a basketball guy who gets taken care of pretty quickly by a monster. They come across a seaweed monster with one eye. He really has two, but he just shows one for a while, and that monster's like, oh, well now I'm gonna have some fun. So like I said, he gets rid of the two heroes pretty quickly, and he comes across Saitama, and Saitama's like, oh, this is a bother, and one punches him. I assume because the next scene, because we don't see the actual punch, we just see the seaweed monster attacking, and then we see Saitama making himself some weed soup or whatever it is in Japanese culture. I don't really know. So anyway, he's in there with Genos, and they're just like, oh yeah, I got this on discount. I didn't, you know, beat it and murder someone. This is food. Ignore me. And I'm just remembering, for a brief second, we got a chance to see a new character by the name of Tornado. She's this brash, young, green, floaty, telekinetic hero who we'll get more into later, but she seems really, really cool. She's like the kind of girl that I like in all my anime, all the girls with the attitude, who also are very strong and can back up their attitude, and they have their attitude for that reason. So I'm excited to see more what they do with her, but we just got kind of like a brief glimpse of who she is. And I guess the episode basically wraps up with us seeing the heroes, the other heroes they send down to go and investigate now that the other two got defeated, to find out what's going on in the city. Because again, the city is scary, the city is terrifying. We also get a glimpse of some of the other monsters who are hiding in the forest, and they're like, man, it's not safe out here, because there are not only heroes getting beaten down, but there are also monsters getting beaten down, and we don't know what the heck is happening. Really, it's Saitama, as we all know. Woo, Saitama! But that's kind of where it wraps up. It wraps up with us just kind of saying that things are bleak for both sides, and the association is really getting involved in everything, and other heroes are on the ground to try to figure out what's happening in the city, because it's terrifying. And that's pretty much all we got. I think this episode was just good. It wasn't amazing. Again, I loved every episode I've seen so far, but this one to me was probably one of the weaker ones. They were just kind of building. Like, there's not any central thing that happened that made me go, wow! Because I think that Genos and Saitama fight we saw kind of spoiled everybody, and now the next action scene we see is this kind of weak fight against, you know, Sonic and Saitama, and then another weak fight with the seaweed monster. It's kind of like, all right, cool. But last week was so much better, you know? It was that epic that it made this look weak. So it's just okay. If we're gonna give this episode a ranking from 5 stars, I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5. I just wanna see better action next time, and I want the plot to be moved along a little bit further. I get it, they're building towards something bigger and greater, so this is an episode that does that and accomplishes its job extremely well. But if I'm gonna watch it alone, I just wouldn't. I have no reason to recap or go over this episode again. Like, it's other than, you know, for YouTube, obviously. But I have just no reason to go over it again. I'm like, all right, cool, I saw it, it's done. But last episode, I will go back and watch that like 3 or 4 times just for that fight alone, or some of the more comedic moments. This one was funny, but it wasn't as funny as some of the other episodes have been. But what did you guys think? For one, I am excited for the introduction of Tornado, because I love strong, sassy women in anime. They are just the best. Ryoko from Chichimuyu, oh my gosh. And it feels like she's in that tradition of character that has the attitude, but also has a heart, but also has a lot of spunk. And I'm just so excited to see that happen. So let me just ask you, like, as a question real quick. Who is your favorite sassy anime character of all time? And what are you looking forward to in the next episode of One Punch Man? Thanks, guys. Also, don't forget to check out my One Punch Man recap video from last week, as well as my One Punch Man versus Goku versus Superman video that is doing very well and getting people going, who's the strongest? Who can win in this whole thing? Yeah. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for an anime debate, and then I'll see you guys on Thursday for something weird. And if you want, go check out my video from this week earlier on Monday, and nerd motivation about not giving up. Thanks a lot, guys. Later.